Thunder lose a heartbreaker at the Peak. You're online with InsideThunder.com.
InsideThunder.com, powered by iHeartMedia, Oklahoma City.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Anthony Morrow in the locker room called it the ugliest offensive game he's ever been a part of, and it was that tonight. But the Thunder tried to ugly it up in order to slow down the hard-charging Houston Rockets. They end up getting the win, the Rockets did, but it was 69-65 as this NBA game took on a bit of a Big 12 look. Neither team could shoot as much as 30% overall. They also didn't get very many shots to go down from long range. The Rockets had only 20% of theirs. The Thunder just 15.8% of theirs. But it was a heck of an effort by the home team at Chesapeake Energy Arena. The crowd on their feet several times as this one came right down to the wire. It got chippy several times. In fact, Scotty Brooks actually called timeout, went running out onto the court when Oklahoma City public enemy number one, Patrick Beverly, got in the face of lead official Billy Kennedy, and afterwards you'll hear his remarks in just a moment. Scotty Brooks said, quote, "I was a little worried for Bill," unquote. Let's go to the podium now and hear what Thunder head coach Scott Brooks had to say. We also talked with Steven Adams and Jeremy Lamb and Anthony Morrow in the locker room.
Well, that was a very physical game. Going into this game, we knew we had to play a tough basketball, have a tough basketball mindset to play against this team. This team is one of the best basketball teams in the league right now. They score a lot of points, they make a lot of threes, they get a lot of free throw attempts, but we wanted to make sure that give us our best chance is to play a physical game, and I thought our guys did that tonight. It was what we needed going into this game. I don't like the outcome, but I'm proud of the effort and the grit and determination the guys showed tonight.
Yes, Scott. At what point are you in not too deep of a hole, but are you in a hole? I mean, 3-8. You've lost some games you could have won.
Yeah.
You don't want to make it too tough on Kevin and Russell when they come back. And
yeah, I mean, I get the question, and right now we got too much to think about for us to really dive into that question. I mean, we want to continue to improve the group we have. Our other guys will be back. We definitely want to win some games along the way. We want to put ourselves in a position to win some of these games. We're getting a lot of opportunities, and guys are getting great experience. Is to have, you know, this would have been, you know, close to 3 games we had a chance to win with the last second or tie tonight with the tie. But we're not looking at the playoffs. We're just focused on today. And tomorrow comes, we'll focus on tomorrow. And that's all we can do right now.
Coach Tim Farley, Ion, Oklahoma. You haven't scored 20 points in the last 7 quarters, or more than 20 points.
Yeah.
Is there, I mean, obviously you need to score to win, but what's the problem?
Well, I can tell you the obvious reasons, but you know, we're having trouble scoring. There's no question. But one thing I loved about tonight, other than last night, we took 28 free throws compared to 6. So that area of growth happened tonight. 19 threes instead of, you know, the 36 last game. We're going to have to figure out ways to stay in games and score down the stretch, and it's the way it is right now. We want some consistent scorers off the bench. We're going to continue to find ways that we can maybe add another scoring set or 2. But we just have to continue to execute and get good shots tonight. I thought we had some good shots. I mean, we had some good shots that didn't fall for us, but that's part of the game. You know, we missed a 3, they came down and made a 3, and kind of spread open that game at the very end.
Nick Alla, Thunder.nba.com. You said coming into the game, stopping them in the fast break was going to be huge. You hold them to 5 points. Why, besides just getting back, were you able to do that?
Well, we have to. You know, going into this game, this is a strength. They have some athletes, and they run, and they play a fast pace, and they can spread you out with the paint points and threes. So we wanted to make sure that our bigs were getting back so our guards can, our perimeter players can load up to their shooters. Did a good job. I thought Perkins Steven did a very good job on Howard. And that's how we had to play in order to give ourselves a chance to win, is load up in the paint and then close out to their shooters.
Second straight time you've played these guys here that it's gotten extremely chippy. Why do you think it is with this team more than others?
I don't know. You know, we're a competitive group. I don't know their situation, but I know our guys are competitive. They compete and they care. You know, we have a group that cares. We're not just playing and waiting for Kevin and Russell and Mitch and Grant and all the other guys back. We care. We want to win. We're focused on playing better every game. And the emotions, you know, when you compete, things like that happen. You know, I don't know.
What exactly happened on that sequence where you ran in and Beverly was kind of in the ref's face, and you know?
Well, I called a timeout and to get on the court, and I saw Beverly in his face. You never know what can happen in this league. This league it gets you some surprises at times. I was a little worried for Bill. You know, I don't know what was going on, and I was trying to separate our guys and to get back, but it's part of the game. You know, we called a timeout. You just got to regroup. I love our guys' competitiveness and intensity. Sometimes when you do that, you kind of tighten up on the offensive end. Not that we were tightening up on the moment, but we were so the adrenaline was flowing, intensity was there. You know, maybe we could have relaxed a little bit. Maybe it was my fault. You know, I probably should have never called a timeout. I don't get into that. Referees, they got the toughest job. I got a great job. They got a tough job, and I don't get into that. You know, just like we got 6 free throws last game, we get 28. I didn't complain about that. I'm not going to complain about this.
Hey, Coach. Andrew Gilman, Fox Southwest. In that altercation or that confrontation, I guess, did you say anything to Beverly? It looked like I couldn't tell who was talking to who.
I was just trying to get our guys.
Did you? You didn't say anything to him, though?
No, I mean, I don't know. Have you really there?
I was there. I'm asking you if you said anything to him.
On Reggie's attempt to tie the game with his 3, I assume that wasn't the call. What happened there?
Well, it was an opportunity to attack for a quick 2 or get a kick-out 3. They switched. They switched on Dwight. They switched Dwight on Reggie, and we settled for a tough shot. That was the situation. If they were going to switch a big, I mean, I would have never imagined they would have switched Dwight on Reggie, but I don't know if that was by design. But we should have got a better look. Reggie, you know, these are experiences that he's learning on the fly, and you know he's played well for us, and he's going to continue to play well for us. But it was probably a shot that it was going to be created off the dribble penetration or an and 1 for him, or a kick out 3 would have been better. But that didn't. I mean, we gave up 22 offensive rebounds, and critical moments too. We talked about that going into this game. We talked about it at halftime. That was the one area that we had to clean up. The last play, last shot, that wasn't. I mean, we had so many other opportunities.
Scott, you've had some moments where you've played good offense at Boston that second half, but what can you, until your guys all get back, what can you do to get the offense going? I mean, you didn't really have anything going tonight.
I really think it's going to be a little choppy at times. Like I told the guys, we just got to compete and play on the defensive end and give ourselves a chance. And then when the shots don't fall, get to the free throw line. They did that tonight. I'm proud of them for doing that. They didn't settle for threes. You know, we're 3 for 19 from threes, but we have to just continue to execute and try to get good shots. I thought the shots were good. I couldn't complain about the shots tonight. And hopefully we just make some of them along the way.
Steven, you guys battled. What maybe just was missing on the offensive end tonight for you guys?
The shots just didn't fall, and I guess we just weren't as aggressive on the offensive side. I think we're just thinking we came out with a defensive mindset, which is great. But I guess it's just the offensive side, which is like rare on this team, you know what I mean? So.
Why were you guys able to be so effective in stopping their fast break? I think they only had 5 points in transition.
No, it's you just have to run back. It's easy. That's all it is.
Anyone else?
Why do you think it's so contentious between you two teams more than maybe other teams?
I don't know. Just asking, is it like a little
bad blood?
Yeah, bad blood with each other. I don't think it was bad blood. I think it was just highly competitive. You know what I mean? I don't know too much about the history. But it could have been some other stuff. I'm not actually too sure, but I think we were just two competitive teams, highly competitive teams, and just want to go after it really.
15 block shots as a group for you guys tonight. You had 6 in the first half. Why were you able to clog up the paint so well?
It was just mainly just what Scotty Brooks just reminded us what we walked through and stuff like their plays. We did a good job at just identifying what play they were in, and then our help side was there. That's all. And we were just able to come across, and Serge did a really good job along with the guards. The guards did a good job of just keeping their men in front and we just come blindside them. You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
Anyone else? Thanks, Steve.
Really,
last one.
Really a physical battle, one of the more physical games we've seen. Is that a more fun style for you when the game goes that way?
No, I prefer not to. It hurts. So.
Really able to cut off the paint tonight. The guards kind of sucking into the paint. Is that why you were able to do that?
What did you say?
You guys seem to cut off the paint. I mean, they couldn't get to the rim, and I think you guys had 15 block shots. Why were you able to do that?
Just helping each other out, trying to stay in the shell.
Why do you think this was such an emotional matchup between these two teams? Probably kind of going back and forth in the calls.
I mean, that's how the game go. You get, intense. Both teams want to win, so both teams was competing.
Scotty's talked a lot about the defense. He mentioned it last week about how he kind of singled it out in film study. And then tonight you get the call in crunch time to check Harden one-on-one. And you did a good job of it. So what did that say to you? Did that build any confidence for you going forward?
He hit the shot.
He missed the second.
I just got to keep at it. Got to get better.
The difference between last game and this game, obviously significant. Maybe not an outcome, but in the way we got there, especially the free throws. What did you guys do to prepare between that game and this game to make it so different?
It was just, really just mentally coming in knowing that we got to be aggressive on both ends of the floor. I think we did a good job of that. Offense is going to be up and down, so defensively and as far as toughness and just playing hard, I think we did a great job of that. So it's one of those things we're going to come in, watch film tomorrow on both ends of the floor, and we just got to, keep grinding, man. It's part of it, it's part of the process. So I think we're growing in the right direction, though.
What was the key to being able to kind of clog up the paint, but then also get out to their shooters?
That's a toughness thing. I mean, I know I'm saying it a lot, but it's tough when you got a guy like Dwight out there. You got 40% three-point shooters everywhere, so it's just having the just the toughness to get down there and kind of throw Dwight off, but also close out. But that's trusting each other. I think we did a good job of helping and sort of stunting at other shooters and getting back to our man and playing good one-on-one defense.
Anthony, you went on an 18-9 run, I think, in the third. What do you attribute to coming out in the third quarter and being so intense?
I think offensively we just, we were moving the ball, cutting hard. So those are the things that you can control. You can't control all the time making shots, but you can control how hard you play offensively and putting pressure on the defense. So, Reggie had 11 assists, did a great job. Bassey came off, did a great job. I think they did a good job of coming off those pick and rolls and finding people.
Anthony, you're new to the team, but these two teams have some history of chippy games. Why do you think you got chippy tonight?
I mean, like you said, it's the history. I'm just glad to be a part of it. I watched it on TV for the last couple of years, so I knew how gritty it could get. But just to be out there and be a part of that, it felt great. Like I said, it was an ugly game, but we showed that we can show toughness in those situations. Not always gonna make shots, but I think we came out and showed a lot of toughness tonight.
So there you have it, Anthony Morrow, and before him, Jeremy Lamb, also Steven Adams, who banged his head on the court, had to leave, go to the locker room for a little while, but he seemed to be okay, and of course, Scotty Brooks before that. Another moral victory for the Thunder. They played about as good as they could play, especially on the defensive end, limiting the Rockets to just 28.8% shooting, and Houston scored just 69 points. Their all-time low, the fewest points the Rockets have ever scored, 66, and they just got past that mark tonight. But the Thunder end up losing it 69-65 to fall to 3-8 on the season. They will practice tomorrow and then fly for a couple of road games this week, and we'll be along to keep you updated. So keep clicking back at InsideThunder.com.